Some stories don't break you all at once. They break you slowly, quietly, repeatedly. Before the injuries, before the surgeries, before the pain that never truly left, Mitch Haniger was just a kid chasing a simple dream. To play baseball, to belong, to prove that effort could matter as much as talent. There was never anything loud about him. No headlines announcing his arrival. No hype declaring him the future. Mitch Haniger came into professional baseball knowing one hard truth early. Nothing would be given to him. Every step would have to be earned. Drafted, traded, questioned, and overlooked. His journey to the major leagues was already heavier than most. Even before he truly arrived, he understood how quickly the game moves on when you don't perform, when you don't stay healthy, when you don't fit the perfect story. But Mitch never stopped showing up. When he finally reached the big leagues, it wasn't with fireworks. It was with quiet determination. He ran hard. He played without fear. He crashed into walls. He never played carefully, because he never believed safety was guaranteed. That approach made him valuable, and it also made him vulnerable. When he found a real home with the Seattle Mariners, something finally clicked. For the first time, Mitch Haniger wasn't just surviving. He was becoming someone fans could believe in. In 2018, everything changed. He broke out, not just on the stat sheet, but in confidence. He played freely, comfortably, like a player who finally believed he belonged. An all-star season followed. Recognition came. Respect followed close behind. For the first time, it felt like the struggle had been worth it. And then the injuries began. Not one, not two, but a chain of moments so cruel they felt personal. The first major one came suddenly. Running full speed in the outfield, doing what he had always done, Mitch collided violently with the wall. The impact shattered his face, his jaw, his sense of safety. Blood, confusion, silence. The game stopped, but his life didn't. Recovery was slow, painful, lonely, and just when his body allowed him to return, baseball demanded another payment. A foul tip caused a ruptured testicle. Pain unlike anything he had experienced before. Embarrassing, debilitating. Another rehab, another reset, another reminder that his body was no longer reliable. By the time he tried to regain momentum, core injuries followed. Power drained away. Healing dragged on. Timelines slipped. Seasons moved forward without him. Pain didn't scream anymore. It whispered. Every sprint carried hesitation. Every dive required calculation. Not because Mitch lacked courage, but because his body had betrayed him too many times. Baseball, the game he loved, stopped feeling safe. It became a test he might fail at any moment. Still, he played, because that's what he had always done. Then came 2020, a shortened season for the world. A lost season for Mitch Haniger. His body never caught up. The rhythm never returned. When baseball paused, he was left alone with doubt, wondering if the window had already closed. But in 2021, against logic, against history, against everything his body had warned him about, Mitch Haniger came back again. And this time, he was brilliant. Home runs, big moments, leadership. For a brief, shining stretch, it felt like the suffering had finally meant something. Fans admired him. Teammates leaned on him. He wasn't just back, he was respected. And then tragedy waited. Late in the season, the familiar pain returned. His back began to fail again. Every swing hurt. Every movement reminded him how fragile this comeback truly was. Another off-season surgery followed. Another rehab. Another lonely road back. Why now? Mitch had lost more than time. He had lost trust. In his body. In the future. In the belief that hard work always leads to reward. In 2022, the injuries returned again. Oblique strains. Physical setbacks. Missed games. Missed moments. Each absence felt heavier than the last. Not because of the time lost, but because the game felt like it was slowly pushing him out. Mentally, the toll was immense. Watching instead of playing. Training without certainty. Rehabbing without guarantees. Silence instead of cheers. The hardest part wasn't the pain. It was the uncertainty. Would his body ever allow him to play freely again? Or was every comeback just another goodbye delayed? Years of injuries didn't just weaken muscles. They eroded belief. Mitch remembered the player he used to be. Fearless, free, unaware of consequences. That version felt farther away every day. And yet, something never changed. His professionalism. His effort. His respect for the game. He never asked for sympathy. He never blamed baseball. He carried his struggle quietly, the the same way he always had. Teammates noticed. Coaches noticed. And that quiet endurance earned him something numbers never could. Respect. Not the loud kind. The honest kind. Eventually, Mitch Haniger understood that his career might never look the way he once imagined. The consistency, the long stretches of health, the dream of a smooth ending. And that realization hurt more than any single injury. Because it meant accepting that giving everything doesn't always protect you from loss. Baseball didn't take everything from him in one moment. It took it slowly, season by season, surgery by surgery, rehab by rehab. Still, Mitch kept choosing the game. Not because it was kind, not because it was fair, but because it mattered. His story was never about numbers or awards. It was about endurance. About surviving a dream that kept asking for more than it gave back. Some players are remembered for what they achieved. Others are remembered for what they survived. Mitch Haniger belongs to the second group. And those stories matter just as much. If this story made you feel something, if it reminded you that athletes are human before they are highlights, then don't let it end here. Subscribe for more real, emotional baseball injury documentaries. Like this video, so these stories reach people who need to hear them. And leave a comment, not with stats, but with respect. Because players like Mitch Haniger didn't just play the game. They paid for it. And stories like this deserve to be remembered.